It says in Proverbs that a fool answers a matter before he hears it. So, in my recent video, I capitalized on Sam's ignorance, for a lack of better terms, regarding the Hebrew language in order to teach on prepositions and definite articles. It's a little summary teaching. Now, I'm only a year 3 student. 2 years to go, I'm good. Okay, hopefully. So I like teaching on simple things when it comes down to the Hebrew. Professor Asher, he's year 25 student. He could teach on whatever. But me, I like teaching on simple stuff that I actually know. And I made a video to teach on prepositions and definite articles. Also to extract something interesting from the text that, normal people that read in English might not know, which is literally like it's become the context of this channel. So Sam sees the video and sends me an email calling me the son of Satan, bitch, all these bad words, cursing me out, and wanting to debate me. So he dropped the link and I went to debate him. We're fixing to watch me and Sam's conversation. It wasn't long because he kicked me out. It was pretty stupid. It could have been avoided if he actually would have watched the video.
Okay, what's your beef with Bereshit? Talk to me.
Okay, perfect. And I appreciate you for bringing me up. So, the teaching, if you recall the teaching, I went to the link that you posted on the teaching, which took me to the BibleHub.com, the interlinear text, which is the Masoretic text. And so I was just simply highlighting using your teaching to capitalize on the actual grammar of Bereshit, because you kept saying
you get to the point. Right. I know you're trying to refute. So what was the point I made? How are you going to refute it? Let's see. I want to see what you're trying to say.
No, that is the point. What's going on, my people? It's time for a late night teaching. We're going to talk about prepositions and definite articles and how they work together.
What is the point?
It was a grammatical point.
What is the point? You didn't articulate it.
That it's Bereshit, not Bereshit.
Irrelevant of how you pronounce it. You want to pronounce it be or ba. Don't make a big deal of the pronunciation. What was my argument?
Okay, so the reason the pronunciation is a big deal is because be and ba mean two different things. Like I said, anybody that's learning Hebrew, they know the difference between ba and be.
Irrelevant to the point I was making in context, because the be or the ba in the context that I'm making stands because I'm going to show you the rabbis making my case. So don't play the game. What is your problem with my case?
We're going to talk about prepositions and definite articles and how they work together.
Don't go into the pronunciation. I want you to use the grammar so I can use the rabbis to bury your grammar. I have it right here. So what was the objection? Because it's with the beginning or by the beginning. Is that your problem with it?
Now, he's correct in saying that this preposition, this bet preposition, does indicate that something is in, by, with, at, or among. No, be, the preposition be can be in, with, by, at, or among.
Okay, so where was I wrong?
Your emphasis on by. By indicates a definite article.
My point is simply that that preposition can be by, with, or in. You're making a molehill out of how I pronounced it. What is your objection to the argument that it can mean with, in, or by?
So I understand you didn't watch the video, and if you would have watched it,
I don't care about your video. You're not that. I'm sorry to tell you, you're a young kid who's trying to convince people you need to follow Torah as a follower of Jesus, which I'll shish kebab you on that in a minute. Get to the objection. That's why I brought you here. Let's not waste time. What is the problem with my claim that in, bith, by, or with was used by the rabbis to assume that there's a deeper meaning in the text, which then you can tie in with the New Testament? What's the objection? Get to it. Articulate it.
Can I have 30 seconds to articulate it?
Yeah, I've been waiting, but you're going on. Get to the point.
Okay. Be indicates there's no definite article. Ba indicates there is a definite article. The point of the video that you saw and called me the son of Satan over and bitch and all that stuff in the emails.
Well, you are worse than a bitch. You're worse than a female dog. So let's try this again. My case does not depend on the definite articles. I even know in the Greek and arche, that doesn't have the definite article. Can you get to the point? What is your objection against what I said, that the preposition can mean in, with, or by? So if you translate it with the beginning, you have to now look for the identity of the beginning.
Now, he's correct in saying that this preposition, this bet preposition, does indicate that something is in, by, with, at, or among. The purpose of the video was to teach on preposition and definite articles. What's going on, my people? It's time for a late night teaching. We're going to talk about prepositions and definite articles and how they work together.
Get to the point. I gave you 30 seconds. I'll shish kebab you if you play games with me. What is your objection against my claim, which wasn't based on what I said, but on scholars and the rabbis, that the preposition can mean that God created the heavens and the earth by Bereshit?
You know what I'm saying? If you're preaching a sermon or something like that, and you want to capitalize on God using the beginning, like, you know, Jesus is the beginning, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's number one, you wouldn't have to change the literal reading of in the beginning.
One more time.
Are you gonna let
No,
me
I'm gonna send
speak?
you because you're a son of a whore, because you're not answering the question. My argument doesn't hinge on whether the definite article is in the Hebrew.
What's going on, my people? It's time for a late night teaching. We're going to talk about prepositions and definite articles and how they work together.
That's not my argument. I'm going to repeat it a fourth time, you son of Satan. Because if you fear God and you worship Jesus, you're going to get to the point, address it. What is your objection to my claim that the preposition can mean in, with, or by, and therefore you can render as by the beginning, whether you have the article or not, because even the Greek, it doesn't have the article.
That was not the purpose of the video, so there was no objection to you saying by, with, or anything.
Shut up. Get out of here. Shut up now. All right, guys. Sorry for wasting your time.
This man didn't even watch the video. How you try to debate somebody when you don't even know their position? That is foolish. The Bible calls that foolish. I was hoping we would get to the Torah observant thing, because I was going to tell him why I wouldn't debate him on Torah observance. And the main reason I wouldn't debate Sam Shamoon, however you say his name, on Torah observance is for the same reason I wouldn't debate an atheist on Torah observance. And what I mean by that is when somebody doesn't even observe the apostolic writings that they're holding up in place of Torah, when they don't follow the instructions of Jesus or of the apostles, there's absolutely no point of us talking about or debating observing Torah. It's literally equivalent to me debating Torah observance with the atheist. When somebody is that far from, let me put it like this, man. I'm trying to find my words nicely. When somebody blatantly, openly sins and they boast in their sin, not even talking about Torah observance, I'm talking about the apostolic writings, and they rebel against the scriptures due to the hatred in their heart towards other people, and they can't even, they curse people and then with the same mouth pray to God. This is straight up rebellion against the apostolic writings that they're trying to say replace Torah. So how can you uphold the apostolic writings that you rebel against to trample over the Torah? There's no debate there. I would never debate an atheist about Torah observance.
My God really conquered my flesh, Torah, Yehovah, Meshivat, 9 flesh, Menucha, Shabbat, 7th day, God bless, Kodesh, give no flesh, we can progress, church folk, skip the context, twist the motex, yeah, 56, homie, you should know this, got bars caked up, can't sugarcoat this, but they're over your head, you ain't even know this, try to focus, Jezebel, got a cold kiss, brand new, but you don't know what the old is, or the motive, or what them 4 ropes is. Then you point at your word as you misquote it.